Jenny was sick of her daughter waking up every night, and after 3 years of broken nights, she was at her wits' end, as you can imagine. And every night, without fail, Lily would wake up and refuse to go back to sleep. So they'd end up taking her into their bed. And so the whole household was disturbed. And Jenny had just applied for a new job and was going to be working longer hours. So this situation was really on the top of her mind, and she's going to be working for a prestigious company, and she was really proud that she'd been able to manage to secure the position, but she was dreading starting because she knew she was not good if she didn't get a full night's sleep. And it was really important to her that this situation was gonna be resolved, and so because she just knew she couldn't function properly without the sleep that she needed. And this was in fact impacting her anxiety levels, and her relationship with her husband was also under strain, and they were getting at each other, as you can imagine. And every night, that without fail, Lily would wake up, and she wouldn't just wake up once, it was a few times, and then she could be awake for a couple of hours, and it just was really taking its toll. And when she spoke to her mother about it, she was absolutely no help at all to her. And she said, oh, well, that's what mothers do, isn't it? It's normal for a child to wake up. But Jenny, after 3 years, was literally, as I say, at her wit's end. And, having her mother respond like that was really making her blood boil. And she just wanted to continue with her career. She'd worked hard at it, and she didn't want to let it go. Her daughter was in a good nursery, and she just knew that if she could get the sleep, everything would be fine, and she'd be able to do a really good job. And it excited her to be able to do that. So anyway, on the first night, Dad was actually more nervous than Mum, and it's understandable, having somebody come and show you what to do with your child, but they were both keen to make things work. So anyway, after the first night, she settled, but the thing that we did was initially was to, she had her story, and then we got rid of the technology, and I have to say she was quite a fighter. She was up and down, and but eventually she did settle, and it was around sort of 10 p.m, which is quite late for a 3-year-old. And then the next wake up, she jumped out of bed and appeared at the bedroom, except for Daddy wasn't there. She eventually went back to sleep after tossing and turning, and she did, continue to wake a few times. But anyway, we persevered, and we put her into a new routine, and eventually, after a few weeks, bedtimes were down to around 10 minutes, and instead of waking multiple times, she was only waking once in the night, and then she was able to put herself back to sleep. So Mum or Dad didn't have to, drag themselves out of bed and go and settle her. So it really did make a massive difference to them. And then anyway, waking up in the morning and, not having been woke, umpteen times made such a difference. And so Jenny started to feel calmer, and she managed to get the sleep that she needed before her work deadline. And this really boosted her confidence, And she also started applying some of the techniques that I taught her, and she was really surprised at the response that she got back from Lily, and she felt so proud of herself. And you know, underneath it, she couldn't be happier, because in the back of her mind, and on the first meeting, she'd said to me that she wanted to have another baby in a year's time. So having the sleep sorted was such a big improvement for her, and that dream of having a second baby, and you know, going back to a job that she loved, and having this promotion was, you know, it's just everything was working out really well for her. So they were really happy. So if you are struggling and you've got a child that's maybe never slept through the night, and you know, you felt like giving up yourself, if you want to get improvements and have your child sleeping through the night, then you know, do get in touch and we can have a chat, and you can get the same kind of results and start really enjoying your family life. So do get in touch and just put sleep below, and I will get back to you.